This is the Why I Hate and Love Pickleball podcast. I'm Bill Wong. As a reminder, starting next week, I'm consolidating my pickleball podcast with my writing podcast on the same platform. Pickleball will be released on Sundays, and writing will be released on Wednesdays. I hope you listen to both, but if you don't, that's okay. When I do my bonus episodes, I will try to release them on Thursday or Tuesdays, depending on the studio availability, editing, and production. Last week I discussed pride as a top sin. Often players don't want to look bad, so they don't improve by trying new shots. To walk the walk, I played an open play lefty. 2 or 3 weeks ago, I played lefty. I can tell my partner was really upset with me because I was making terrible shots. He even made a comment, "Oh, those guys are better than you and you shouldn't be playing here." He didn't even realize I was playing lefty. 1 or 2 games I played righty and I played phenomenal, and I'm sure he did not realize that, oh my gosh, he's a really good player, but he was playing lefty and then righty. People need to be more self-aware of their situation. Last week I did play lefty, even though I am a righty. I've been practicing my lefty for about a year. About 2 weeks ago, my backhand ground strokes started to click. About a week ago, my backhand dinks became more consistent. They were adequate. I really wanted to prove to myself that I could play lefty. When I went to open play, I played lefty. I started at the low level and I warned my partners. I told them, "I'm really sorry for you." They said, "Why?" They know me and they rolled their eyes and said, "Okay." I'm sure they were preparing to be beaten and beaten very badly. People were picking on me because every time they hit to my backhand, I would miss a ball. It was actually quite refreshing that I was getting picked on and I was missing balls. Over time, I started getting better. Every single one of the games I played, I won as a lefty. After 2 to 3 games, I moved to the advanced courts and I did the same thing. I told my partner, "Hey, I'm playing lefty. I'm really sorry, but this isn't going to be really good for you." A lot of them weren't very happy, but they played anyway. I won every single one of those games also. Later on, when I was getting tired, I started switching between right and left. I actually won all those games. You might ask, why is he playing left-handed when he's righty? First of all, my right hand backhand is very good. Many years ago, I refined it when I went to a Justine Ennen camp in Florida. She had won a few major titles in tennis, including the US Open, and was known for her one-handed backhand. However, when I'm on the right, I have about 8 to 10 inches less reach going into the middle. Then, when I'm on the left, I cannot attack well-struck third shot drops to my backhand. It was a problem. I couldn't figure out a solution until I thought I should start playing left-handed on certain shots. I added 2 weapons to my arsenal, maybe 3. When I'm on the left, to counter a third shot drop when I'm at the non-volley zone line, I can switch to my left hand and attack a ball with my left. When I'm on the right, to counter a middle court drive or drop, I can switch to my left and I can attack those balls. And finally, when I'm on the left and someone lobs over my left hand shoulder, I can switch to my left hand and hit a ball, not necessarily an overhead. I can get my paddle on the ball so I can get it back into the court. An added benefit of working on my left hand, my right has improved. It's because I had to relearn hitting from the basics, which helped all of my strokes. I accidentally had 2 quality partners when I was on the advanced court. I was playing both right-handed and left-handed depending on the shot. I was really trying to force myself to hit left-handed shots, and it was really challenging. We beat one team 11-0, and we beat another team 11-2, and they were a solid team. Our precision and power overwhelmed them because of our positioning and movement, and I had an extra reach of at least 10 inches on my left-hand side. One of the players, after we were done playing him, said, "I've never played so poorly." However, I had just played with that gentleman a game before, and we had beat two other players 11-5, but I didn't see any difference in his level of play. The score is a very poor indicator of how well you play. I could play very well and lose 0-11, or I can play very poorly and win 11-0. The score is a terrible indicator of your ability. Playing ability is making shots that you should make and making some shots that you shouldn't, consistently over time. I'm going to repeat that. Playing ability is making shots you should and making some shots that you shouldn't consistently over time. It is not about the score. I've been practicing other shots to add to my arsenal. If I get hit balls low to my backhand and to my forehand, I don't reach it as well. And as a tennis player, I tend to let them bounce and then hit them. However, pickleball, I can muscle them and take them on the short hop. I've been practicing these short hop balls that I'm able to drop just over the net. The other day, I made a lot of shots that I normally didn't. I made one or two of these short hop drop shots, and I made all of my below the net putaways. For the past 6 or 7 months, I've been working on and analyzing my third shot drops. I have a system that works for me to consistently make third shot drops and fifth shot drops. Next week's episode will cover what I found out. I'm Bill Wong. I will see you on the pickleball court.